Howdy folks, it's Zach, and I got a little tutorial here for you in case you're curious about the new outfit system that just came out with Star Wars Patch 3.2 just today. There's been a lot of buzz about this on Dolphy, and now that it's finally out, some of you may just prefer a YouTube video to kind of check it out before you hop on in. Now, the cool thing about outfits is it solves a problem that we've been having in Star Wars since day one, which is that every piece of gear, if it's customizable, has a particular look, and if you wanted to preserve that outfit as you got better and better pieces of gear, you would have to rip armorings, modifications, enhancements, and augments and everything out of one piece of gear and put it into another to change that look. And it was a real pain in the butt, very cost ineffective, a huge money sink in my opinion. And for people who, have thousands and thousands and thousands of credits to spend, I mean, it's not such a big deal. I definitely have a few million credits on a lot of my tunes, but it's just a pain in the butt. So the cool thing about outfits is now you can preserve several different outfits per character, depending on how much you want to spend on it. It's extraordinarily cost effective to do so. And now you can have your character look the way that you'd like them to look, regardless of the gear that they're actually wearing. So let's go ahead and dive in just a little bit. This is my character. This is my Imperial side Marauder. Surprisingly, he is a light side character, just FYI, so don't get surprised when you see the full light side bar in the character menu. But anyway, if you look at his gear, it's actually a mix of cybernetic parts and some of the old set bonus pieces from a few patches back before 3.0 even came out. And I love this look. It's one that I definitely would like to preserve, and unfortunately, I was doing more raiding on pub side at the time, and so I put all my gear into a legacy set that I shared between him and my Jedi Sentinel. And when I did that, I was kind of looking for a look that kind of would work for both characters, but I didn't like that because your Jedi Knight and your Sith Warrior, if you're like me, they have different personalities, they have different characterizations, and there is something fun to be said about having your character look the way that you want them to, especially if it fits the way that you would imagine this character would actually be. So I really enjoyed having a cyborg type Sith Warrior, and it's a look I'd like to preserve. So here's what's going to happen. As soon as you get into the game, as soon as you've finished up the patch for 3.2, and you hit C for character menu, you're going to get a new social alert down here, and this will actually give you a text tutorial, just like the one that I'm about to give you here on YouTube. It's great for a point of reference. If you feel like the tutorial I'm doing for you here didn't cover all your bases, definitely check that out, and that should be able to answer your questions. But I feel like a visual aid here will probably work the best. So as you can see right now, I have this character's gear on. It's not really all that great. And if I was to take this character into raid, I would definitely want his legacy gear on. But I do love this look. So first off, let me go ahead and unlock a new tab. If you're a subscriber, you already get one for free, and then you'll see this green one up here. This is your active outfit. So no matter what you unlock here, you can always go and check out what active gear you actually have on. And there's a new button up here above your character called Apply. If I'm in the active outfit, whatever gear I have on, if I hit apply, I'm going to look like that gear. And the same thing's going to happen on any one of these tabs once I unlock it. For right now, let's go ahead and unlock that legacy set, and that way I can flip between the two of these. So first, I'm going to grab my legacy set out of legacy storage. I'm going to show you a couple things. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and unlock tab 2. You have two options here. You could use purchase with credits. You can use purchase with cartel coins. This is going to be a highly individualized choice. I think credits are a little bit easier to come by in the game than, say, cartel coins. Cartel coins, it either comes from you putting out your own money in real life, or you getting your subscription cartel coins, which is still, again, you putting out money in real life. If that is really not your cup of tea, the credits may be the better option. However, my character's on Burger and Colony, I have probably 15 to 16 characters. So for me, if I was to use the legacy option, which is to go through the entire account, I spent 300 cartel coins, every character on my account gets that slot. So all of them would unlock one outfit slot, and any character that I would create after that would also get one as well. That's kind of the power of a legacy unlock. when you use your cartel coins, when it goes account wide. Now, there is a catch. If you have tunes on another server, like I have other tunes that raid on Harbinger, then if I unlock it here, I don't get that over on Harbinger. It is per server, but it's as many characters on that server as you want. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead, though, and use my purchase with credits. Okay, and so now you'll see on this list here, I've unlocked slot 2, and this couldn't be simpler. I'm going to go to my inventory and simply right-click on all the pieces of gear that I want to have in that slot. Now, do notice there is no slot for weapons, main hand or offhand. So if you're, say, like my Marauder here, who uses 2 weapons, they won't be visibly apparent. I love some of the legacy weapons. I'm using 2 Grey Helix lightsabers right now. I like them because the actual visible blade of those lightsabers is actually a little bit longer and has a cool effect to it than most regular lightsabers. And so I use those for my legacy, sabers that I can pass around because I just think they look cool. Unfortunately, right now, outfits only work strictly for pieces of gear. So if you are looking to, say, share weapons between different characters and you thought you might be able to save those to a look, I'm sorry, that's not included in this patch, but maybe it'll come up later. I encourage you to write Borrowware on the forums and let them know that's something you like. I know I do, and they do listen. This outfit tab is a result of players putting out their opinions on things that they would like in the game. Anyway, so I have all these slots lit up. Okay, and down here you'll see the cost of unlocking each one of those slots. It's 35,000 credits. And once I click Commit Changes, I'm going to get a confirmation, and I'm going to click OK. So now on slot 2, this gear is all saved, and now these options down here all will apply to these pieces of gear. If you haven't unlocked every single slot, then clicking something like Unify Colors won't actually work. And if you look at my character, now he is wearing that set. In set number 1, I'm going to go ahead, and by the way, this right now is not unlocked. I didn't save anything before. It just remembers what I was wearing earlier, and my active gear, okay, and is looking to see if I would like to save that to slot 1. And in this case, I would, but I have found a few difficulties doing that way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to strip off this gear, go to tab 1, and now I'm going to select all that gear. Notice it stays in my inventory, okay? And now I can see that every slot is highlighted green. That's really important. I click Commit Changes, and now that outfit is set. I'm going to go ahead and click Unify Colors, and if you look, my character is now wearing that set. If I go to tab 2 and click Apply, he's now wearing that set. Now also notice too, I'm not wearing any gear, but I do maintain the look, okay? And all that gear stays right there in my inventory, okay? So it's not doing, WoW originally had a set where you could save 2 sets and you could flip between them by pushing a button. It would remember what gear you had, and as long as you had it in your inventory, it would put it on. I'm not sure if they've changed it since then, but the cool thing about outfits is that it remembers what the look of it was, and it doesn't actually pull and trade off all that gear. So I can put whatever piece of gear that I want on my character. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and load up all my legacy gear. And I'm going to apply my favorite look. And now he has it. Now do note, I don't get my weapons. It's kind of a bummer. I'm still using those lightsabers, but his outfit is the one that I wanted. Now, another cool thing to know is that if you ever want to switch back to your the gear that you're wearing look, you can always hit apply. That's basically giving you a free third option. And that one is still customizable just like it always was, okay? It's just that now you have these other options as well that you can add in. That's about it. So, I encourage you guys, get out there. If you've been saving, if you're like me, I save all sorts of gear on my characters that I thought looked cool. I put it all in storage and just, for that rainy day. Well, now you can go ahead and throw that on your characters. Any kind of medium armor. I have like some cunning pieces in here as well. If you want, you're able to save those to your character. Check this out. Say I open up a third slot. Whoop. and I want to use this cutting piece. I could save that onto one of my outfits. Kind of fun. Doesn't matter what the stats are. It's just all about the looks. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click like. And if you'd like to see some more, leave some comments below. If you have any questions that you think I might be able to answer for you, go ahead and leave those below too, and I'll see if I can answer those for you. But until then, happy gaming, have some fun, enjoy the new outfit system from 3.2 and the new expansion that just came with it, and the new story on Zeost. I hope you guys all have a great one, and this is Zach, signing out.